All right, credit snipers, welcome today. This is your boy Carlos with the best credit blueprint. Guys, today let's talk about how to get credit. In this case, business credit in less than 30 days. Guys, I appreciate that you guys are here today. Guys, we actually have more than 100,000 hours as a team, and we put together the best credit blueprint in order to teach you how to build your personal but also your business credit. Guys, if this is your first time on this channel, please do not forget to go ahead and subscribe. Click on that bell icon, click on all so that you'll be notified every day when we post new content. But at the same time, guys, give us a thumbs up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Why? Because that will help us with the YouTube algorithm in order to reach more and more. It is our mission in this company, the Best Credit Blueprint, to help thousands and thousands to be the best version of yourselves. All right, guys, so business credit, guys. One of the things you need to understand is when you open a business, a lot of people, when they open a business, they just open a checking account and they believe that they're gonna go ahead and just get a credit card. Doesn't work that well, guys. I'm gonna show you a process that you could go ahead and mimic, model and mimic, and then rinse and repeat. Anytime, once you do it once, you get the process, and you could definitely do it over and over. One of the things that you gotta keep in mind too is that no matter the business, you will always be a PG, what's called a personal guarantor. Now, the only way that your company is not gonna need a personal guarantor is if you are a huge company. For example, Google, Amazon, Facebook, some of those companies, Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Now, they have their own credit. In order to get there, there's a lot of steps that need to be taken, profits to be made, usually going public, but that's besides the point. So one of the things that I want to tell you is, in order for you to actually also be able to get some good lending, and most of the time you will get more lending on the business side than you'll get on the personal side, but you also need to work on your personal credit in order to get that business lending. Keep in mind that you cannot put the horse before the carriage, right? So personal guarantor, business. Now let's go over the best ways for you to go ahead and get business funded. From the beginning, your goal will be to form an entity. And the way you form an entity is actually, it is fairly easy. You could either use your own attorney to do so, you could use a service, or you can use Google. Google your state. Google, for example, in the state of New York, you got Secretary of the State. I know that all the states have a different process, but all you could do is Google how can I form an entity or an LLC. In this case, I will advise you to go for an LLC. If you're just beginning, hey, start an LLC. Why I say that is because it's the easiest way for you to form an LLC. Now, in different cases, you also got your S Corp, your C Corp, and I'm your sole proprietorship. Now, I'm not an attorney or a CPA, so I'm not advising you on what to do. I'm just recommending, but my advice to you is to consult your attorney on the best way and best practices for you to form an entity for the state that you are going, but at the same time, the type of business that you are forming. Now, second, your goal is to get an EIN. Now, a lot of services are there in which they charge you for this EIN. It is free, guys. All you need to do is Google how can I get an EIN, which is the equivalent of your social security card for your entity. All right, guys, the next thing is you go to Dun and Bradstreet. Now, Dun and Bradstreet is you need to create an account. You need to also register your company or your entity. Now, you got to keep in mind that in the personal side, you have your Experian, you have your TransUnion, you have your Equifax, the three main bureaus that report all your credits. Now, in the business side, there's no TransUnion. There is Dun & Brad. There's also your small business Experian and small business Equifax. Now, Dun & Brad, so this is where you go, you register, and you get what's called the DUNS number. Remember, you go in there, it is a registration, it is a pay fee. Now, when you go through your entity, for the most part, when you form your entity, it should cost you no less than $100 to $200, depending on the state that you are in. And your EIN is free. So guys, if you are paying someone more than that, you're paying too much. Now, when you go and actually register for the Dun & Brad, I believe it's between $60 to $120, again, depending on the state. But what I tell you is you can do this yourself. All you need to do is Google Dun & Brad. Remember, you go to your state, how to form an entity, then you go to irs.gov in order to get your EIN, which is your business or your entity's social security number. or identification number. And then you go to Dun& Bradstreet and actually make sure you get your Dun & Bradstreet number. All right, guys, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna open a business checking account and a savings account. Now, my advice to all of you, especially I'm biased, I'm in the military, but why I tell you to go with Navy Federal Credit Union is because it is one of the best credit unions in the United States. They're called the house of high limits. Why? Because they are very forgivable, but at the same time, they give you higher lending in credit cards, lending loans, or even mortgages. Now, one of the things is, guys, in order for you to become a Navy Federal Credit Union member, you need to either be related to someone in the military or being in the military, or have a Navy Federal Credit Union member number. Now, guys, if you get into the program, that's one of the bonuses that I'll give you. I'll give you my bonus, my access code for you to become a member and be able to be a member, or to actually be able to create a business account with Navy Federal. Now, one thing you got to keep in mind is Navy Federal is known also as a relationship bank. And what a relationship bank is, that they have their own rating system. They have a 0 to 350. And what that means is that the longer that you are with them, the age that you have with them, the more lending that you'll be able to get. Don't forget too that you're supposed to also be paying your bills on time, because that's how your pay debts is formed. Remember the Dun & Bradstreet and the credit score. So the pay debt score goes from 0 all the way to 100. So the higher your score is, just like your credit report, your credit score goes from 300 all the way to 850. The higher, the better it is, right? The more lending you'll be able to get. Same thing with the business side, but it's a 0 to 100. And the first thing that you need to do is make sure that once you start getting your bills, make sure that they are paid on time. All right, guys, so what do we do next? Now, it's time for you to open your net 30s. What are net 30s? Guys, so net 30s are like store cards in your personal size. So, you know, your JCPenney, your Walmart, your Staples. So what my advice for you guys, you guys need to open 5. Now, the 5 that I'm gonna advise you are Grainger, Quill, Home Depot Pro, Staples, and Uline. Guys, so these net 30s will not report until you use them. So what a net 30 is that they give you a 30-day period for you to pay whatever you bought from them. So in this case, let's just say you go to Quill. Quill's very good. It's like a Walmart, like a big supermarket. It's like going to Costco, BJ's for those for the wholesale type of things. So Quill's very nice though. You go to get some personal stuff from there. So you could go there and let's just say you buy a ream of paper or a box of ream of papers, and that costs you $30. Now you have 30 days for you to pay that. And what that does, that reports to your pay dates. So as long as you pay your bills on time and your net 30s on time, your credit will start going up little by little. Remember, the goal is for you to actually end up all the way to 100. Anything between 80 to 100 is very nice. All right, guys, so in order for you to check your credit score or your pay debt score for your business, remember, you're gonna go to nav.com. That's NAV.com. Now here, when you become a member, for some reason, and it's great because I use it for myself, for my business, it also gives you your personal side. So you actually attach both of them so you're able to see both reports. No matter what, you're still paying. So it's gonna cost you about $29, but I advise you to get it. Why? Because like that, you could start tracking. So remember, anything that we have in mind and everything that we're tracking expands, right? So once you start tracking your pay debts or your business credit score, then you're actually gonna start putting more time and focus in order to build them back up. Now, next, what you're going to do, remember, you need to get now gas cards for your business. So you got the 5 net 30s, which now are reporting. Once they report, now this is when you go for the gas cards. My advice to you is to get the Exxon Texaco, but also get the VP MasterCard. Now, why I tell you to go get the VP MasterCard? Because you can use it for gas, but you can also use it for other things. It's a MasterCard, right? You can use it anywhere where MasterCard is accepted. So guys, you also get a credit card that you can use. And guess what? That is things or whatever you buy with that credit card for your business. It could be written off at the end of the year. And again, I'm not giving you an advice. I'm just telling you what the law states, but I will advise you to check with your attorney or your CPA. All right, guys, so now what's the next trick? Now, remember that we opened that bank account with Navy Federal. Now we're gonna go back to Navy Federal once we have the student gas card and is reporting to our pay debts, right? Now we're gonna go back to Navy Federal. What we're gonna do, we're gonna open a Go Biz Reward Card, which is a business account. And for the most part, they give you no less than $15,000 credit card, as long as you're actually reporting, you have everything on the right place. But now let's go back. Remember what I said, the horse before the carriage? Your business is the carriage. You are the horse. Remember, you need to work on your personal credit. I'm giving you some nuggets over here for your business. But your credit scores needs to be over 700, usually about 720, in order for you to definitely qualify with a Navy Fed. Now guys, our strategic blueprint will help you with your personal credit and how to build your personal credit. At the same time, we are coming out with an operational blueprint of the best credit blueprint that is going to actually combine the personal and the business. Now guys, what I'm telling you is start working on your credit. You know that you are definitely will be able to get that business credit. It is easier for you to get business credit than the personal side, but your personal credit needs to be right, guys. So hey guys, look, I hope this helped you and I hope you got some nuggets out of here. It is fairly easy for you to go from beginning to end. Go back to the video, listen to it one more time, go through it, write it down. Guys, this is definitely going to help you. If you are already there, then use the tricks. And if you want my access code, you know what you need to do, right? You need to become a member of the Best Credit Blueprint. Now guys, I hope this helped you. Hey, if you like this content, give me the thumbs up. Make sure you comment, let us know how we did, how we can do better. Subscribe if this was your first time on this channel. Click on the bell icon. Guys, I have a free training this Friday coming up. Look in the bottom of this video, look in the descriptions. There will be your sign up information. Just go through it. It's gonna be held on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, I hope I see you there. This is your servant, leader, Carlos with the Best Credit Blueprint, and I'll see you in the next video.